Hey, Jack here with Two Brothers Adventures. We're going to show you a little bit about the Leatherman MUT tool. This tool is primarily designed to go hand in hand with the AR-15 M16 rifle platform. A lot of the implements on here are designed to keep this weapon system up and running under field conditions. So the first thing we're going to look at is the sheath. This is made out of very heavy Cordura type material. It has the MOLLE system on the back to go with web gear. It also has, it's got a heavy duty snap here. It's kind of hard to snap with the tool in it. And then you can also put that on your belt or some other type of carry system. Has some elastic, heavy elastic here on the sides to keep the pouch tight on the tool so it doesn't move around, which is really nice. And then it has a nice pull tab here. And it has some really heavy duty, thick, and a lot of Velcro here to keep that really securely fastened so you're not going to lose that tool. It has a drain hole down here for any water that might get in it or whatever. So let's go ahead and get the tool out. Take a look at that. Alright, so let's go over some of the tools that are on this MUT tool. This opens up just like a standard Leatherman multi-tool. Feels really good and comfortable in your hand. It's pretty good size, so it fits in your hand really well. You can get a lot of purchase and grip on that. The first tool, it has a needle nose pliers portion right here. It has a standard pair of pliers here. It has replaceable hard wire cutters here. You remove this Torx screw and you can replace those blades. It has a standard wire cutter right there below the pliers, the hinge. It has a crimper right there that you can use to crimp wire nuts and things like that on. Then it has a, when you close it, you can actually access the knife blade one-handed from the side, and it has a like a liner lock type lock right here that you have to push down to release the blade. The blade is partially serrated, and that knife blade is made out of 420 high carbon stainless steel. It has a saw on this side that you can also open one-handed, and it also has a lock, so that's really nice. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but that's a very aggressive saw, the teeth on that thing. Then on the outside right here it has a punch. Now this punch is designed for firearms maintenance. It's designed to push the pins out of the lower of your AR-15. If they're a little bit hard to do, you can push those out from the other side instead of using like a, a cartridge or something like that. Various other things you can use that for in firearms maintenance. The really neat thing about this is it's removable, which allows you to use it in your hand if it's in a tight spot. It also allows you to replace it if you damage it or something like that. The other thing it allows is if you have a really tight pin, you can use this and hammer on it and put some more pressure on that to get your pin out. Now with that removed, this also adapts to cleaning rod. Specifically Otis brand is what Leatherman says will go onto there, so you can put your cleaning rods onto this and use this as a cleaning rod handle. So that's kind of cool. And this just screws back on and then folds down into place. Then the next tool is a replaceable bronze scraper. Now this thing, you can see there's a Torx screw right here. You can take that off and replace it when this gets worn down. It's made out of bronze so that it doesn't scratch your firearms parts. And this is designed to get into your bolt on your AR and get out any carbon buildup and stuff like that. Some of the ARs are very notorious for getting carbon buildup, so this allows you to get in there, scrape that out, clean it up, get it running good. It's also very useful for other types of firearms maintenance, different weapon systems, stuff like that. But being bronze and replaceable, it won't scratch your gun, and if you damage this or wear it out, you can replace it. Alright, we also have a bit driver, which you see the bit on the end of this arm here. What you do is you push down on this thing because it's actually locked into a little indent there. This has a Phillips and a standard, and as you can see, that's locked in there. That's not coming out of there unless you push down and release it. It has a bit storage area here, so if you want to remove that and put it into here, then that can store in there so you don't have that sharp piece sticking out. It also has a longer bit that's right here, and the really neat thing about this system is if you can see this little pin right here, it locks that in so that it can't slide out. You push this down, then you can pull your bit out. This is kind of hard to do when I'm not trying to hit the camera, but it just slides right out, just like that. Then you can put that in your bit driver, and it gives you a little bit more length, so if you got to get down inside of a firearm or something like that, locks in there. Release it, turn it around. And the really cool thing on these bits is it has a locking indent on both sides, so you don't have to worry about getting it, you know, upside down or whatever. Then you can just slide that right back in and slide your little pin back over. It also has a, I don't know if you can see that, a Torx one over here on the opposite side. The belt clip or the pocket clip there is a little bit in the way, but same thing, you just punch that down, then you can slide that tool out. It's a little tough to get out with that pocket clip there, but it'll come out. As you see, it's got a hole purposely cut into the pocket clip so that it can come out. Put that in your bit driver, it's locked in, and there you go. You got a T15 and a 7/64 Allen. I don't know if you can see that. That's kind of hard. But you got a T15 Torx and a 7/64 Allen wrench on a long bit here that goes in your bit driver. So then once again, that simply goes back into the side here. Slide that in, and then slide your retaining pin over, and that's got like a ball and a spring in there, so it holds it in there. I mean, that's not really easy to push, so you're not going to lose those bits. Okay, the next thing is, if you can see this area down here, this is designed to be a hammer. Leatherman tells you that this is a hammer it's designed to hit with. So if you need to, you know, pound on the punch, or you need to pound on something, you use this flat portion here, and it's designed to do that. Then if you can see right here, there's a cutting hook for cord, paracord, seat belts, stuff like that. Now, one thing when you have the screwdriver bit in there, let me see if I can get that out here. When you have the screwdriver bit in your bit driver, it covers that so that it's harder for anything to get in there and get cut on that thing. That's one reason why you might want to leave that in there. So the next thing is, you can use this front portion here as a bolt override tool. On your AR, sometimes the bolt will get stuck, and so you can actually put that in the bolt and pull it back, and it'll allow you to clear any jams or malfunctions. This portion right here has a spring clip, and that's to be able to, it's like a carabiner clip. You can clip that onto your gear or anything that where you might want to hold this. It's pretty solid and stable platform. It also acts as a bottle opener, so you can take that, put it over a bottle, and open it just like that. That's all the tools that are on the multi-tool itself. This also comes with a wrench that has a 3/8 and a 1/2 inch wrench, and this fits a lot of sights and a lot of different bolts and stuff on different weapon platforms. All of the tools, with the exception of the knife blade, are made out of 154 cm stainless steel, and the knife again is made out of 420 high carbon stainless steel. So that's the Leatherman MUT tool. Very, very nice platform. A lot of tools for a small little package. Comes with a very nice sheath, and it'll allow you to maintain your AR-15 M16 rifle platform.